Hi everyone, today we're going to do something a little different and set up a hydroponic NFT system that was sent to me by CropKing. Now you might recall earlier this season I had purchased a whole bunch of beta buckets from them and I was very happy with them and their customer service. So we started chatting and we came up with a little agreement where they would send me a light and their NFT system, and they would also do a free giveaway to one of my subscribers. So I figured it would be a pretty good deal and we could experiment a little with this. And I'm sort of happy about it because now I'll be able to grow some lettuce over the course of the winter, so maybe I'll have a nice little lettuce supply for my personal consumption. Thankfully I have this shelf in my office that I used to keep my printers and stuff on, and I've moved those into another area, so I have a little bit of free space for this. And I can keep it right next to my desk and keep an eye on things. Okay, it looks like it's a whole self-contained unit right in this, so we can get rid of our box now. There's all kinds of neat little things in here. So we got some rock wool, looks like plenty to do a whole bunch of different plantings. Some lettuce seeds, bag of calcium nitrate, a bag of Hydro Grow Leafy, little hose, valve, just a small little aquarium pump, a couple of PVC elbows, a couple of small NFT channels, and of course the sump for it. The system comes with a detailed user manual on how to set up the entire system, along with instructions on how much of the nutrient solution that should be added into the basin. I had of course skipped over that part and was sort of guessing on the nutrients, but it is clearly stated in the manual how much to add into this. The pump setup is fairly easy. There's just a small tube that plugs into it, and then you install a valve at the end, and that is used to regulate the water flow. And then it comes with this little piercing tube that you use to attach the T-fitting in, and then that gets tubing up into each NFT tray. So this is our nutrient reservoir. Has a nice little lid on there. It's pretty thick plastic, so it shouldn't get any light hitting the nutrient water. And now we have our pump set up. Now I'm just gonna set the pump in on its side. It should, as long as the water level's up above the top, it should be okay. And then our two tubes like this, and then we just put the cover back on. So now we just have our NFT trays. Everything is sealed up nicely on the ends. I can see they epoxied the caps on, so you shouldn't get any water leaking out of the trays themselves. Now these plumbing fittings are used just to guide the water back into the tray. Now if I wasn't talking so much, I probably could have had this set up in a minute or so. And then each tube will just go into there like that. Before I do anything else, I might as well fill up the reservoir now. Well, it holds the 3 gallons. It's about 3/8 of an inch away from the top, so you don't want to go shaking this around too much now. Alright, the water seems to be circulating enough through here, and this isn't like a huge hydro system where the trays have to be tilted. They're just so short, any water that builds up in the tray just works its way out, so they don't need to be tilted. So if you're not on a perfectly level surface, I don't think it's a big deal. I wasn't sure how much of this calcium nitrate to add. I'm sort of tempted to dump the whole bag in, but I'm glad I second guessed myself because I checked what calcium nitrate was, and it's about 15%. It's 1500. And running it into my little calculator that I have to get up to about 100 parts per million for nitrate, I need about half a tablespoon or 2 grams. So, oops, that's a little more than 3. Since I don't know what this stuff is, I'm going to assume the same amount. And I guess we'll see how the plants do. So if that's the case, there's plenty of nutrients supplied with this to last quite a while. That will dissolve over time. We're just going to start this up. Usually when I see these rock wool cubes, there's a little hole in the top of them for the seed, and the hole is on the bottom. So I'm guessing you just stuff these in the hole. It sits along the bottom and wicks the water up to the top here. Because if I just dropped it in like this, it's not going to touch on the bottom. So I guess that's what it's designed to do. Yep, that would make sense. This looks like it's probably just a common pelletized butterhead lettuce. Most likely just a green leaf. Let's take a look at this light. Little stand, legs, power supply, and an LED panel. Well, not overly complicated, it looks like, so we'll skip the instructions. It's sort of cool. It's got a little tab on here so you can adjust the height. You can even adjust the angle of the lamp. Well, that's about it. It does come with a hanger, cable, and some hooks, so you could hang it overhead, but I'll just stick to the legs. Well, that fits perfectly over there. And once the plants start growing, then I'll be able to adjust the height. Now we'll let this sit here and check back in every once in a while to see how our plants are growing. I think I'm going to harvest the front row of this. They look about all set, and leave the back row going. Turn off the light so the camera can actually see things. I'm going to leave the back row in and plant a new set in here. That way I can just alternate back and forth between lettuce throughout the year, so I don't have 8 heads all at once. So let's harvest this and see how they look. Each head looks pretty good. Getting a little bit of tip burn in here, probably because I have the light set a little bit too low. I think I can raise it up a hair more. Plus I don't have any airflow going over this, so that's probably not helping. But overall, this looks like a really nice head of lettuce. 115 grams or 4.1 ounces. Let's give it a little taste test. Tastes like lettuce. Overall, the root structure looks pretty good. I don't see any signs of rot or anything.
This is the main reason why you can't just harvest one head at a time, because all the roots intertwine with each other. So you gotta do the whole tray at once. So now we'll get our new batch going here. So that's about it for the CropKing NFT system. Overall, I'm very happy with it. I think it did a great job for a little system like this. So now I have some fresh lettuce in the back, some new stuff that will be coming in shortly, and I can just alternate back and forth between the two. Don't forget about the free giveaway for one of these. We just need you to sign up your email address. I'm not going to spam you or anything like that. It's just so we can keep track of who's going to win. And there's a link in the description on how to sign up for the contest. Once again, thanks for watching.